and welcome back to another edition of Pub Quiz Trivia. I'm Chris, and as always, I'll be your quizmaster for the evening. I'm too excited to ramble on, so let's check out what we have in store for quiz lovers this week. 8 rounds, 64 questions, and kicking things off, we have idioms, a missing letters puzzle, name the city, infamous crimes, that's my favourite, true or false. Then next up, higher, lower or just right. Sounds interesting. Followed by historic dates, guess the animal, and last but not least, song lyrics. So much quiz fun packed into this episode, I can't wait to get started. So why don't you make yourself comfortable, hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and let's jump straight to the quiz. Question 1. This idiom means a risky situation. And that one is walking on thin ice. Question 2. This idiom means to think before you do something. And that's to look before you leap. Question 3. Creative thinking. Think outside the box. Question 4. Revealing a secret is to do what? Let the cat out the bag. Question 5. Feeling sick is also called what? Under the weather. Question 6. Working late is also known as doing what? Burning the midnight oil. Question 7. Something expensive. And that costs an arm and a leg. And last of the round, question 8, having only one plan is to do what? And that one is to put all eggs in one basket. Question 9, an easy one to start the round. And that's the Windy City, Chicago. Question 10, how about this one? That's Toronto. Question 11. Slightly warmer place, this one. Barcelona. Question 12, one for the Game of Thrones fans. And that is Dubrovnik, Croatia. Question 13, slightly bigger place, this one. That is Shanghai. Question 14. Some old and new here. That is Manchester. Question 15. Do you know this one? And that is, of course, Amsterdam. And last of the round, question 16. Moscow. Question 17. The 1929 Valentine's Day Massacre was orchestrated by who? And that's Al Capone. Question 18. The Great Train Robbery of 1963 was led by who? Ronnie Biggs. Question 19. This infamous drugs trial was so named after the way the narcotics were distributed, known as the What Connection. That's the Pizza Connection. Question 20. Jordan Belfort's infamous stock fraud scheme in the 1990s earned him a nickname that later became the name of a film. What was it? The Wolf of Wall Street. Question 21. Captain Francesco Schettino infamously ran what cruise ship aground in 2012? That was the Costa Concordia. Question 22. The investment scam where older investors are paid from the money of new investors is named after its inventor, Charles Watt. And that's a Ponzi scheme. Question 23. The 1978 New York airport heist is named after what airline? That was the Lufthansa heist. And last of the round, question 24. A 2011 theft in Quebec stole $18 million of what precious commodity? A very Canadian theft, it was maple syrup. Question 25. Cleopatra wasn't alive during the building of the pyramids. True or false? That is of course true, off by 1500 years. Question 26. Planes don't fly over the North Pole. Is it true or false? And that is false. Question 27. The Wizard of Oz was the first colour feature film. And that is false, off by decades. Question 28. The croissant comes from France. And that's false, it's Austrian. Question 29. The actor who plays Scotty in Star Trek is Scottish. And that one is false, he was Canadian. Question 30. An Airbus A380 has 4 million parts. That's true. Question 31. If you dug a hole deep enough from New Zealand, you would eventually end up in Spain. And that's true. Question 32. Greenland is larger in land area than Argentina. And the answer is false. The maps just make it look big. Question 33. Geneva, Switzerland is 675 meters above sea level. Is it too high, too low, or just right? And the answer is too high. It's 375 meters. Question 34. Barbie was released in the year 1959. Is it too early, too late, or just right? And the answer is yes, it was 1959. Question 35. 20-year NBA veteran Shaquille O'Neal wore a size 19 shoe. Is it too small, too high, or just right? Too small, size 22. Question 36. 7 actors have played James Bond as of 2025. Is it too low, too high, or just right? And yes, it's 7. Question 37. The RMS Titanic was 325 meters long. Is it too long, too short, or just right? Too long, it was 269 meters. Question 38. Tom Cruise has only won 1 Oscar. Is it too low, too high, or just right? And that's too high. He's 1-0. Question 39. The Roman Empire's highest population was 120 million people. Is that too high, too low, or just right? Too high, 76 million. And last of the round, question 40. Carbon dioxide freezes into dry ice at minus 129 degrees Celsius. Is that too high, too low, or just right? That is too low. It's minus 78.5 degrees. Question 41. August 16, 1977, an entertainer died. What was his name? Elvis Presley. Question 42. On November 1st, 1993, the Maastricht Treaty was signed. What did it create? And the answer is the EU. Question 43. In the year 79, what city was destroyed by Mount Vesuvius? That is, of course, Pompeii. Question 44. August 6th and 9th, 1945 were what two connected wartime events? And those were the atomic bombs. Question 45. On 29th of May 1953, a Kiwi and a Nepalese man were the first to be confirmed to do what? They conquered Mount Everest. Question 46. On November 9, 1989, something fell. What was it? And that is the Berlin Wall. Question 47. On February 14, 1972, a musical debuted featuring groups known as T-Birds and Pink Ladies. What was its name? And that is Grease. Question 48. On June 11, 1979, an actor named Marion, but known as Duke, died. What was his name? That is John Wayne. Question 49. Panthera leo. What animal is it? And that one is a lion. Question 50. Varanus komodoensis is what animal? That is the Komodo dragon. Question 51. Electrophorus electricus. What animal is it? That is an electric eel. Question 52. What is a Bos Taurus? A cow. Question 53. What is a mus musculus? And that one is a mouse. Question 54. Delphinus delphus. What animal? As it sounds, that's a dolphin. Question 55. Canis familiaris. And that is a dog. And last of the round, question 56. Oviceres. And that is a sheep. Question 57, starting with a classic. And that is, of course, Stairway to Heaven. Question 58, something more recent. And that one is Rolling in the Deep. Question 59, how about this one? A Hard Day's Night. Question 60, another classic. That is Hallelujah. Question 61, a chart topper of the 70s and the 90s. Killing Me Softly. Question 62, a pub classic. Living on a Prayer. Question 63, something more mellow. That is Good Riddance by Green Day. And finally, question 64 from the master of metaphor himself. That is Tangled Up in Blue, Bob Dylan. And that's a wrap for this week's quiz. Hope we didn't beat you up this week. Why don't you go ahead and pop your score in the comments, or just to say hi. Love having you all around. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Until then, take care. Bye now.